What's up, Pelicans fans? Today, the Pelicans rejected Herb Jones's team option. Here to break down what that means, what the Pelicans are trying to do, and what's going to happen this offseason. Tune in. All right, fans. Today was the deadline for the Pelicans to make a decision on Herb Jones's team option. They had a $1.8, $1.9 million option to retain him, head into next year with him on that deal, and see if they wanted to work out an extension within that calendar year or let him hit restricted free agency in the following summer. They opted not to go that route, making him a restricted free agent this summer, meaning when free agency starts on Friday night, Friday evening, Herb Jones will be a restricted free agent. I know there's been a lot of panic regarding what that means and if another team might come in and offer Herb Jones a monster deal, but that's not going to happen. Typically, these type of situations only come into fruition if they've been discussed in prior with Herb Jones's representation. They're all working in tandem. The Pelicans don't exercise that option unless they know, hey, this is the deal that we're going to get Herb Jones on, and all parties are in agreement that this is going to happen. So because Herb Jones has only been with the Pelicans for 2 years, they are limited to how much they can pay him. They have something called early bird rights. They don't have the full bird rights on Herb Jones. That means they are limited to a approximately 4 years, $51 million deal. Now that amount can go up slightly based off of what the league calculations are going to come in at. But it's going to be within the range of 4 years, 50 million, 4 years, 53 million, somewhere around there. With the first year starting between 11 million and 11.5 million. So that's really the starting range. Realistically, I would expect Herb Jones's representation to push for all 4 of those years, and I would push for a player option if I were them, because the Pelicans are limiting the ceiling, the earning ceiling Herb Jones has by exercising this option or rejecting this option this summer. Like I said, they have early bird rights on Herb Jones. They are limited to what they can pay him. And so with that knowledge, if I was the agent, I would want to hit free agency a year earlier if given the chance. So a 3-year deal plus a 4th-year player option is something I would personally ask for. Now, the Pelicans historically have not given out player options all that frequently. Neither Zion Williamson got one nor Brandon Ingram. So it'll be interesting if Herb Jones is the first person to successfully negotiate one under David Griffin. But that is a piece of information we will likely get the answer to in the next, maybe the next couple of days, maybe the next couple of weeks. We're not, it's unclear when they would finalize that deal. The reason why it might take some time to hear why that deal is being finalized, or if it's been finalized, is because the Pelicans have other moves to make with regards to the tax. Giving Herb Jones this money puts them right at the tax line. They're not in the tax yet. Still, they have some other things to do if they want any kind of breathing room. It really limits their opportunities to make trades where they're taking in more money than they're sending out. Again, they can get creative. They can create wiggle room in a number of ways, but I wouldn't expect them to be doing something where they're sending out JV and Kyra and Garrett Temple's salary and bringing back 7, 8, 9, 10 million more dollars that than they're sending out, because that would put them in the tax unless there's some kind of secret authorization they have to go into the tax that we don't know of. But I don't think that's fair to assume. And so I would think that the Pelicans would be looking for trades in which maybe they're sending more money than they're getting back. So the Pelicans would be, like JV and Kyra, that's approximately 20 million or so. Maybe they do a deal where they get back 2 players right under 20 million or right at the 20 million mark. A lot of options here still. I think the JV contract is one to watch moving forward, but that's where they stand. They are right at the tax line. They do not have much flexibility given what they're choosing to do with Herb Jones's deal, and it'll be interesting to see how they proceed moving forward. So thanks for tuning in.